This Daf Yerushalmi Challah. In the article Osbar edition, we're on Daf Lamed Tes Amrav, right at the top, Halacha Beis, which is actually Tim Mishnayis, Mishnah Gimel, Mishnah Mishnah Hey, which in the Vilna is on Chav Gimel Amrav, also Halacha Beis. Shnei Kabin, V'Kab Oros, V'Kab Truma Bam. So again, Shnei Kabin is always a code for the Chiyuv of Challah. You have one Kav here and one Kav there. Barbell effect, and a kav of orez or a kav of truma, which is also part of challah. B'emtza ein mitzdarfin doesn't work. They don't have to mitzdarf. Darash nidal chalosa b'emtza mitzdarfin, but it was something from which challah has already been taken. Is in the middle, since it was beteira. I think it's the lumdish way to put it. Since it's beteiras chiyuv challah, so therefore it is mitzdarf. That barbell effect does work. Because at one point was chayim challah. Kav chodesh v'kav yoshin shenoshku bezeh bezeh. If you have a kav of grain from this year, and a dough made of grain from this year, and a dough made of grain from last year, then they mean min. They will say min that they bite into each other. Noshku bezeh mizeh. V'shomer yito min ha'emtza. Take from the middle, from the place where the noshech, so you get from both of them. Chachamim osrim. Chachamim say no. You can't, because the rower will think you can be, the person who looks going to think that you can be mafresh from the Yoshan Chodesh and Chodesh Yoshan. So you have to say take from each side independently, not from the middle. So it's a Marasayan issue. Everybody agrees you have to take from each side independently. Of course, when you take from the middle, you have to take simply from the sides. I know the Chalam in a Kav. Somebody takes Chalam from less than a shear. Kibbutz Challah. Kibbutz says this Chalam Chomim Eino Challah. It's not Challah. Shnei Kavin Shenitlu Chalosin Shel Zev Neatzu Shel Zev Neatzu. Two doughs. Each one is made of a kav, and he says side challah from each dough by itself, and then he made both of them one dough. Took again Shenitlu Chalosin Shel Zev Neatzu, even though they're too small. Then he made one dough, so we give a point. It was shita, so this challah, so it exempts it, even now that it's mitzdarif. Chachamim say no, it's not chayiv because what you thought mafresh was nothing. Needs to omer, so it comes out that chumro kula. According to Kibbutz machmir, the same who takes from less than a shear, it's going to be challah. It's a kula. And when you make it then a larger dough, you're ready to yotzi the chiyuv. Don't take it over again. Okay, that's the Gemara. That's the Mishnah. That's Gemara. Niste orez alone. Niste truma. Why do you have to say truma besides orez? It's never pashut, right? So iltin orez lotin truma. You would just said orez and not truma, just rice and not truma. Avino me would say orez aidesheinu mino and mitzdarif. Orez, it's not the same species. So every time it's mitzdarif. Totally different species. So therefore you can't enjoy it. It can't be mitzdarif two sides. But truma aidesheinu mino because it's the same mean. Whatever schitim, whatever it is, mitzdarif. I might say this does join together. That does join the two sides. That's it. Tell me truma. What if vice versa? You just told me the case of truma, not the case of orez. Having a minute say truma deshi. Nigreres truma doesn't have the hatzkalo greater. Doesn't have that halach schlepped along. Once it's butter, it's butter. It's not like rice where if it's butter in the grain, it does add and make up and comprise the shear. So it's a concept. I would say deshu nigrar mitzdarif, therefore it can be mitzdarif even if it's independent and separate in the middle of the barbell effect. The tzuchamisli oris. So you know that also is not going mitzdarif them if it's in the middle. Okay, so there you tell me both. Okay, kav orez ein mitzdarif. A measure of rice is not mitzdarif. When you have, says in principle, it's in Tosefta, we have two doughs. Each one doesn't have the shear chiyuv challah. In the middle, you have a dough which is platim challah. It's a chefsteak. It's not it interrupts it. So it's not just the ones who made a Mishnah. Right? It's kav mitzdarif, but also kav meduma in mitzdarif. If it's suffix truma in the middle. It's not. It's a mixture of. I shouldn't say something. A mixture of truma and chul in the middle. It's not mitzarif. Kav truma in mitzarif, as we learned in the Mishnah. Kav hagoy in mitzarif. The kav hagoy is not mitzarif again, even though it's the same mean because the goy's those are chayv and challah. Kav min acher mitzarif. So when the kav is one of the other chamesh minim, which is not mitzarif with chitin mi chayv and challah. In other words, you had a kav of one, the chita, and a kav of shifon. It's not going to inside. But if you have chita on the ends of the barbell and shifon in the middle, the shifon is mitzaref. Then that it does do. The kav isha cheretz mitzaref. Also, the kav the one in the middle is a different chosh mishpat status. It belongs to a different woman. It's not a hefsek. It's mitzaref to two sides. If Soras is here, Soras is there, and Leah's in the middle, but all chiyuv chala, so then the mitzaref. Kav chadash mitzaref. When you have yosh from the previous year here and the previous there, and in the middle, it's from this year. It's not a hefsek. It's mitzaref. Kav davar shenitla chalasai. Here it says mina emtza, but the Australia, the Gra, and Leib Yerushalmi take it out. Kav davar shenitla chalaso. We had in the Mishnah is mitzaref. Rabun Barchia boy cook boy. Rabun Barchia asked a question. That was what Bryce. Rabun Barchia asked the question. Kav chala maushi mitzaref. Okay, what in the middle if you have chala? This side you have chiyuv chala. This side you have chiyuv chala. In the middle you have actual chala. As mitzaref. Tiny Rabbi Chalaf to mean show kav hekdesh mitzaref. If the kav in the middle is hekdesh, then it is mitzaref. If it's the dough for a mincha. Kav chala ain't a mitzaref, but not a kav chala. My benegesh my chala. What's the machine to two? Hekdesh roy lifdois l'chayvo. Hekdesh you can redeem it, and it becomes chayiv. Now, this is going to talk about after Shas Gilgul, but it's similar to something where there was a cow which is potem, cow which he took off challah. With that, it was b'teiras at some point that it could become chayiv in challah, right? Because it could have been redeemed and then it would be chayiv in challah. But a cow of challah, by definition, is not. It could not. Doesn't have that migo that could be redeemed in chayiv. It's a little bit difficult, obviously, but that seems to be the pshat. It's cited by the art scroll here, says that it's Dafka talking about an Esau, which was, I'm going to read what he says. It's a bit of a he says, there was Makdashit after Gilgul. Because he were Makdash before, and the Gizbar rolled the dough, and they potter, it's potter. He gives it as an okimta. It's not a migo. That since it could have been shayach the chiyuv challah, therefore her redeemed previously, therefore it's mitzaref. No, it has to dafka shayach the chiyuv challah that you could put it now, because the Gilgul was beheaded. It just happened to be after their megagol, their makdashit. And then if you played it, it reverts to its original chiyuv. But that doesn't seem to push anything more. Push anything more seems to be it's a migo. Migo that if it was done as chulin, it would be chayiv mechala. So therefore, it's mitzaref. It's supposed to chala itself, which by definition it can't be mitzaref because it's something which is no longer it's spent. I guess is the right word, the right way to put it. Okay, let's go on. Okay, so you have Chati Kav Chitin. Chati Kav Kusmin. Have a Kav Chitin one side, have a Kav Asu on the other side. So by themselves, that's not enough. You need to have the Chati Kav Kusmin. Chati is lav davka here. It's like Chati Shir, not it's really a half a Kav. But the point is that you only need all three to make a Chiyuv Chala. So Noitim na Kusmin lefi ma shehein. So you take from the Kusmin, and you pot to the other ones. It's obviously going to be that they are mitzaref. Kav chitim, the kav starting kav kusmin, but if you have a kav chitim, kav starting kav kusmin in the middle. So since each one is a kav, so the kusmin can join with the chitim with the chitim independently of sorim, or with the sorim independently of the chitim. So therefore you can. You take off Torim Mikol Echel ve'Echel Lefi Mashu. You take from each one individually. It's a very fascinating halacha. So even though Kusmi should be able to join both of them, So why just take over the kusmin like in the reisha? Since there's a chiyuv in any two of them, so the chit and kusi come like one min, and the sorim with the kusmi come like another min, and therefore to take off from the it's a very strange halacha. So therefore, each one is considered to remain independent. Since each one could join with one of the other ones, it seems like it's a gzeira. I don't see how it works the raisa. If the Roman starts the raisa, so why can't she take it from one of all of them? But I assume it's a gzeira the rabbanon because it looks like each one is an independent chiyuv. So therefore, again, because the barbell effect means it's as if this one has an independent chiyuv, but that one's an independent chiyuv, and the middle one also we look at as an independent chiyuv. So I take one from each one individually. Okay, that's fascinating thing. So Lomar ela kav chitin, kav sorin, kav kusmin, and the girl puts in be'emtza. Chitim, sorim, kus in the middle. Kav chitim, v'kav chitin, v'kav kusmin, and then a kav sorin in the middle, it should say, v'kav sorin be'emtza. Kav chitin, kav kusmin, kav sorin be'emtza, lobada. That doesn't apply. So obviously, this Gemara is actually going with the assumption that kusmin enjoys his boat, but chitim and sorim don't go together. Not all 5 minim, like I thought it was. So I said a moment ago. So therefore, it's got to be simply talking about where it's kusmin in the middle, not sorim in the middle, because the sorim and chitim never the twain shall meet, and they're not mitzvah together. Okay. So Rabbi Bunba, Rabbi Chia, Rabbi Chanina, Rabbi Chia, Rabbi Chanina Chavun Rabbanan. The Bumach is quoting Chanina, the friend of the rabbis. Boy, ma bin kusmen ma bin sorin le'emtza. So he's saying, what difference does it make? Didn't we say before that even though it's not, you can't, even though it's they're not mitzdaref, but it's very much not mitzdaref in the middle, but it can be mitzdaref two ends. In other words, chitin and chitin, mitzdaref with sorim in the middle. Even though some chitim not mitzdaref. So therefore, why is there a difference whether it's chitim kusmin sorin or chitin sorin kusmin? In the final analysis, it should be mitzdaref and there should be a chiyuv challah, and then take off one from each one. So Gemara gives an amazing answer, really amazing answer. Says the Gemara, Rabbi Cohen, B'Shem Rabbanan the Kesaran said, "Ein kusmin mitzdaref and chitim mipnei shuvamino." That which kusmin can join together with chitim, it's not because it's the same min. They're not the same min. But the doughs look similar. Okay, since doughs look similar, but they only look similar if they're adjacent to each other. If it's distant, that's not the same. So kusmin in the middle between chitim and sorim can be mitzaref. The chit and each one and the kusim is with the chitin and the kusim is with the sorin. The mitzvah for the chitin because it's doimelo. The mitzvah for the sorin because it's the same min. And then we can have the special halacha which we just said again, which is seems like said the Rabbanan, take off from each one independently. But if you have the chitim, sorim, and kusmin, the kusmin is not mitzvah with chitim because the whole idea of the tziruf is based on the similarity, which is based on juxtaposition, being adjacent. And therefore, in that case, it's not mitzdaref, and therefore, there's not going to be any chiyuv challah. Nothing's going to do. The chitim can't join together with sorim, and it can't connect together the chitim with the kusim because the similarity is undermined by the distance between the two. Fascinating. Okay, so we're up to the 2 dots, and remember, and we're going to stop here. The Gemara is going next and ask about the barbell effect by Meiser Behema. That's it for Challah. We'll stop here.